Hello everybody, San here, engineer, MBA, and investor. In today's video, I want to talk about CRISPR Therapeutics partnership with ViaCyte to tackle type 1 diabetes. I want to talk about all of that in this video. Now, before we do that, before we talk about today's video, you guys know the drill. Like this video, smash that like button, destroy that like button. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. The YouTube algorithms require me to ask you guys to do that because that's how we get our videos out there. If you've not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. So I want to talk about this video, CRISPR Therapeutics and ViaCyte, in a video actually that ViaCyte produced a couple of months, years ago. And I want to talk about this because I find it really relevant to look at this and to remind ourselves of why this program is so important. So this program is actually VCTX 210. It's a partnership between CRISPR Therapeutics and ViaCyte. We don't necessarily know the exact figures of the partnership, but let's just assume for now, it's a big assumption, but we have to do it for now. It's half-half, 50-50. The reason why this program is so important for us to talk about is because, like I mentioned a few days ago, I believe it was last week, I published a video where Health Canada, Health Canada, which is basically your FDA, but in Canada version, right? US has FDA, Canada has Health Canada. And Health Canada, trust me, guys, Health Canada is very significant and very serious in this country. As a Canadian, I can tell you firsthand how Health Canada is very important, just like how the FDA is important to US. That's what Health Canada is to Canadians, especially the fact that Canadians take healthcare very seriously, considering the fact that healthcare is free. So I'm paying my taxes to make sure that all Canadian citizens are covered, right? For any surgery, any healthcare care, and that includes type 1 diabetes, right? And I've known a few people in my lifetime, and I'm sure you have as well with type 1 diabetes. It's awful, right? It's crazy how you have to monitor it and you have to do a bunch of injections every single day. I know a few people in the fitness world, it's so hard for them to really operate on a consistent basis, with all that monitoring and all those injections. I mean, yeah, it's a first world problem in a sense where, at least they're alive, at least they have, some sort of alternative to stay alive. But then on the other side of things, right, on the other side of the token, there's so much maintenance and so much cost, and supply is limited, right? Keep this word in mind. Supply is limited, and I'll get back to it shortly. But basically, it is a huge problem. Diabetes is a huge problem. And to me, what ViaCyte is doing here with CRISPR is amazing. They're not the only ones doing it. Vertex, I've never mentioned this in our channel, but Vertex actually acquired a company and they are tackling type 1 diabetes through their own methodology, right? But again, VCTX 2110 is just a partnership between ViaCyte and CRISPR Therapeutics. And I think, Dr. Sam, when this news was released, he's quite bullish about the program, the combination of ViaCyte's leading expertise when it comes to, stem cells, and considering that ViaCyte is a private company that's been working on this for years and years, right? I think it's just a combination, it's just a partnership to be looking out for, right? It's so quite bullish on it. Again, I've mentioned this partnership in the past when talking about CRISPR Therapeutics, so nothing new there. What is new for me here is in 2019, Vice had released a video, right, about their product candidates for diabetes. So they basically have three products, right? One of those three products is the partnership with CRISPR Therapeutics. That's the program we're talking about. But it is very important for us to understand what they're doing with the two other products to understand how ViaCyte is tackling this diabetes problem, right? So let's take a look, let's play this, and let's see if it will make sense. You know what? I'll play back the video maybe in 1.5 speed so that we can get it faster.
Type 1 diabetes occurs when a person's own immune cells attack the insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas. Without beta cells, the body can no longer produce insulin, a hormone which moves sugar from the blood into the organs after eating. If not controlled by insulin, high blood sugar can be life-threatening. Patients with type 1 diabetes must monitor their own blood sugar levels and must administer insulin multiple times a day, every day. Even the most careful type 1 patients with the best treatments available can have a hard time controlling their blood sugar adequately, and as a consequence, type 1 patients may suffer a number of health issues. What if, instead of injecting insulin all the time, type 1 diabetes could be treated by simply replacing the missing beta cells? This is the idea behind ViaCyte's groundbreaking technology. ViaCyte has a family of product candidates in development, each of which consists of an implantable pouch containing cells designed to behave like those in the pancreas. Based on ViaCyte's leading research, the cells are carefully and fully differentiated from stem cells into precursor cells of the pancreas. Since these cells are made from a stem cell line, there's a virtually unlimited supply available for manufacturing ViaCyte's product candidates.
So I'm just going to pause this really quickly. Clearly, you can see ViaCyte's alternative here that they're suggesting with the product line, which again, one of them, well, one of the three products is the partnership with CRISPR Therapeutics, is the idea of unlimited supply. We just saw the first portion of that video. They're mentioning how supply is limited, how it's very costly to have those alternative with type 1 diabetes patients, for example, all these injections, all this monitoring. It's just quite crazy.
Once differentiated into pancreatic precursor cells, the cells are loaded into a pouch, which is then implanted under the skin. After implantation, these cells are designed to mature into all the types of cells in the endocrine pancreas. Once matured, the implanted cells have the potential to monitor blood sugar and respond with secretion of insulin and other hormones to control blood sugar levels. ViaCyte's product candidates differ based on the type of pouch or cells. For PEC Direct, the pouch is designed to allow blood vessels to enter the device and directly interact with the implanted cells. Because the implanted cells are not hidden from the immune system, patients who receive PEC Direct must take immunosuppressants, making it suitable only for people with high-risk type 1 diabetes. For all
So you see, this is the first of the three products, right? And you'll see with the next two products, the third one being with the partnership with CRISPR. But really, the first one is what we want to focus on because the third product, which is the partnership with CRISPR, compared to it, the difference here is that this one requires immune responsive treatment, right? And that's exactly what CRISPR is sort of knocking out, right? With that product line, what the idea behind this, guys, is that you're basically introducing stem cells, external stem cells, not from the actual host body. So the patient is receiving cells from external, and then you have this immune response from the body, right? Your body's like, what the hell are these cells? And then you have this immune response, right? Your cells are basically saying, no, I don't want that. And that's what this first product is sort of introducing the issue. They have a way around it, but really the third product from ViaCyte is the CRISPR Therapeutics product partnership, and you don't have that immune response because CRISPR Therapeutics gene editing knockout tool, right, from Cas9 is exactly doing that. It's knocking out certain genes and knocking in certain genes so that you can eliminate that issue of immune response, right? Let's keep playing the video.
insulin-requiring diabetes, ViaCyte is developing PEC NCAP. For PEC NCAP, the pouch is designed to fully contain the implanted cells, but still allow vital nutrients and proteins, such as oxygen, glucose, insulin, and other hormones, to travel between the cells inside the device and the blood vessels, which grow along the outside of the device. This device is also designed to prevent immune cells from directly contacting the implanted cells, so they may thrive and function without provoking an immune response or being destroyed. For PEC QT, cells will be specially engineered to avoid provoking an immune response, potentially eliminating the need for immunosuppressants. The cells will likely be housed in the same type of pouch used for PEC Direct, which allows direct interaction between blood vessels and the implanted cell.
So see the same type of pouch as the PEC Direct, which means the veins, the vessels can go through the pouch, right? So the same type of pouch, the veins, the vessels can penetrate through the pouch, but the difference is that those stem cells are gene edited and engineered, right? Those are gene edited by CRISPR. So CRISPR comes into play by editing those cells in the pouch to make it so that when those vessels go through the pouch, they can accept those cells, right? You don't have the immune response reaction,
But
right?
because the cells are designed to be immune evasive, they are not expected to be rejected by the immune system. With almost 2 decades of research and leadership in the field, 2 product candidates in clinical trials, and a third in preclinical development, ViaCyte believes it has the key elements needed to produce transformative therapies for all people who require insulin to treat diabetes. To learn more about
Love that, right? I love that CRISPR Therapeutics was able to land that deal years ago with ViaCyte. You know, if there's one company that they can achieve this mission with, it's definitely ViaCyte. So great partnership there. I did want to end this video with a presentation that was released from CRISPR Therapeutics in 2019. So again, this was 2 years ago. Lots of things have changed, guys. Okay, since 2 years, lots of things have changed. But the point remains that Health Canada has approved this program to happen for Canadians, specifically for certain patients. We're going to see the first phase one data in the upcoming months slash year. 2022 is going to be a huge year for CRISPR Therapeutics, including this program. But clearly, you can see, the limited supply from the alternative, is just doesn't work, doesn't make sense, right? And this is where CRISPR comes in, CRISPR Therapeutics with their technology. And what, again, the idea is that you're basically having that pouch from ViaCyte. Again, ViaCyte is taking care of that pouch, they're taking care of those stem cells. But what CRISPR Therapeutics is taking care of is to make sure that those stem cells are edited in such ways that when the pouch is inserted in the body of the patient, that the patient, the host cells don't reject those stem cells, that the veins, the vessels are penetrating through that pouch, right? And that's exactly what they're doing. CRISPR engineered a universal donor cell line. And then I'm gonna end this video like this, and I've always said that if they can tackle this, if they can prove efficient data, safe data for phase 1, and it's gonna take months and years, guys. But if they can do that, that unlocks type 2 diabetes potential. Of course, they're going to go after it. You can bet ViaCyte is going to do it. That's what they live for. I mean, this is their existence, right? They live to treat diabetes, right? And then you have CRISPR, which is doing a lot more than just diabetes, obviously sickle cell disease, beta thalassemia, CAR T cells, and so on. But then you have this type 1 diabetes opening up to new unlocks, type 2 diabetes. And then you can think of other diseases, right? To specialized company that want to tackle specific diseases line, right? They can build the stem cells, the tools, the drivers, whatever you call them, and then the CRISPR Therapeutics or any other CRISPR company can come in, edit those cells so that the body doesn't reject them, the host cells don't reject them. I just think this is mind-boggling. I love this type of partnership. I've seen these types of partnership blow up for the better in the software technology world, and I'm seeing some analogies here. I love what's happening here. They posted some data since, again, too early to say. It's not really phase 1 data from the program. We'll see what the Health Canada's data is going to come out on. But I love what I'm seeing so far. Dr. Sam has been quite bullish on it. CRISPR Therapeutics have always talked positive about this program, and clearly, as of last week, this is going forward. So I'm curious to see what you guys think about this program. Again, lots of things for us to learn. It is what it is. We'll see how it goes. Lots of things, lots of time to learn before we get there, before we get to a potential FDA approval. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys over the weekend. Hopefully, you guys are really having a beautiful Friday and a beautiful end of the week. Like this video, smash the like button if you found value, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you.